Good morning, friends. I just wanted to show you these cute little cookies that I'm making for Christmas or winter. I love snowmen, and so I saw a crafter, and I wished I could remember her name. Maybe I'll put it up top in the video because I really want to give her credit. On FB, I saw her make these cute little melting snowman cookies, and they are just absolutely adorable. It got me so in the mood to go ahead and start Christmas, which I've been wanting to do. I wanted to finish up my 4th of July stuff, even though it's 4th of July is almost here, it feels like. So I know we've got a month left before 4th of July, but people start decorating now. And so, but patriotic stuff is so great for all year. I know people that, for people that decorate at Christmas patriotic. So it's not a waste that I've gone ahead and done patriotic. As a new fake baker, I'm a little bit behind because I didn't discover fake baking until like February or March. Sorry, February or March. I swear I'm doing it in my sleep. And I can't wait to get up and start fake baking. So I saw her little video last night, and I want to go ahead and start getting Christmas made. And I'm going to start fall too. So I'm so excited about that because fall and Christmas are my favorite times to craft. And I'm sure most of you are that way. It's just such a fun time of year. So what I've done is, as you can see, I took a cookie cutter that has a scallop, and I already put it's a larger one. If you have this set from Walmart, it's the blue one. And they shrink. You see how much they shrink? For those that are just learning how to fake bake, about 10% it shrank. About maybe 10%. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not finished curing, so it'll probably shrink just a tiny bit more. I'm going to turn these over. But I wanted to go ahead and get these cut out and glued on. I didn't glue them, but I put wet on wet. So I really need to turn these because I don't want them to dry and flip up in their backs. So I'll go ahead and do one for you now. But we're going to work on his face. And I cut the melting portion of the cookie with a smaller, with one or two down. I think this is the second. Let me see. No, it's 2 down. I cut it with this one. So it's 2 down from the blue one. I don't know the measurements. I'm not going to measure today. So I just rolled a small ball that I'm going to place here. And I want to leave enough room for his hands or his little stick arms. And he'll have a scarf on, so I want to leave room for the scarf. And then he'll have a hat. So it's just so cute. So you can do his mouth any way you want. She just did a little circle. That I like this tool because it has a rounded. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to put his mouth just right like that. He's going, oh no, I'm melting. And be careful not to dent in your ball like I just did. So anyway, we'll see if I like that mouth as it dries. I'm just going to do this one for y'all today. I have these little eyeballs that I got from Amazon. So I'm going to grab some of these, and I'm not going to just rely on the glue that it comes with. It has like a sticky back. So I'm going to grab some of my Aleene's tacky glue. And I'm going to put his eyes right up. I like to place the eyes first. That's just how I've always done it in my crafting. When I paint, I like to, I always do the eyes first. They come alive. The figure comes alive for me. So let's pick up. There we go. And I like to set mine close together. And I'm going to press it down into the ball. Whoops. Don't roll away, Mr. Snowman. Whoops. The Alien's tacky glue is slick. Alright, we're going to press those in like that without messing up your round ball. So that's just how I like to do it. And then I come back, fix his mouth again. I should have done his eyes first. That's why I like to do the eyes first, because really my ball could have been a little bit bigger, I think. But it'll be fine, hopefully. This is the first one I've made. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. And I'm getting tacky glue all over the place, but I'm going to continue to use it. Okay, so now we're going to do his nose, and I don't have any orange clay, so I buy this clay at the Dollar General. I like this clay, actually. I have Bose clay, so I know a good clay. I don't have a lot of experience with other brands of foam clay except the Bose and this Make Shop. So I'm going to grab just a touch of this yellow. I mean, I don't need one this big, but I can go ahead and make the noses and then glue them on later. So we're just going to make our orange. I mean, I don't see a need in buying a bunch of colors if you can just make your own. It saves money. I'm all about saving some money. And I'm just going to mix those two together until I get, I think that's a pretty color. So that was a little, it was about a 3/4 to 1/4 maybe mix. That's cute. Yeah. It's kind of a tangerine. I like bright colors, not bold colors, not in your face, but just brights that have a sunny feel. That's my, I love mid-tones. I'm not a real big pastel kind of person, so I will do pastels, but it's not my thing. Because he is, I'm going to go ahead and set him on this one. I don't know if I want to, I think I want to do it like that so I don't really lose. And I'm really setting him towards the back, and I'm going to put a toothpick in him. I'm all about some insurance, as I've heard many crafters talk about the insurance. I believe in insurance too. Always have. Set that down in there. All right, we'll go ahead and get him placed. Just like that. I don't want him hanging off the cookie. I might set him just a little bit further this way. Okay, that's better. That way his scarf can come right about here. And I might not place him all the way down just yet. And that way his scarf will have a little bit of room to tuck up underneath him and give his head more support. That's my plan. Okay. Oh, these little characters are so cute. All right, now, so I've got my orange here and did our white. I'm going to do his little cheeks. I should have done his cheeks beforehand. I think for me, I want to do just a little bit of blush. So I'm going to take a little eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to grab me a little fluffy brush. I don't have a makeup brush with me right now, but I like this color. I might tap into both. And I'm just going to give him some little cheeks. Yeah. And I like big cheeks on a snowman. Snowmen are my favorite. I absolutely love. See, I should have done this before I put him on the thing. I'll know next time. All right, there's my guy. You could even take a little bit of blue. Let's try it and see what we think. Let's see what color. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's pretty. That's kind of an iridescent blue. And I'm sticking to everything because that's just how I roll. So you could come in and just give him a little icy feel around his neck, which you're not really going to see, but I'm kind of using that to, but just take some of that blue, and now I may not like this in the end, but it just adds a little bit of dimension. In my opinion. And you want to clean off your brush because you don't want and then give him a little bit up here. Whoops, that's too much. Like he's got some eyebrows or some little expression lines. And I'm going to clean off my brush real good, and then I'm just going to kind of blend that out, buff that out. But that'll look cute when you put his hat on. And we could even give his mouth some dimension inside. So this is my own take on her thing. You don't have to do this step. This is just, I like to go, because I'm a decorative hand painter, I'm used to like everything having dimension, highlight, shadow. And so that's just my style. I have to do a little bit of that. So come down in here and just edge him out a little bit. But you do you, and you do what makes you happy. That's the whole point of this. It's just to enjoy ourselves and hopefully sell our crafts and give other people joy. Okay. And then I'm going to glitter him too. So he's going to be really icy looking. That's how I like my snowman, is to be really icy looking. I mean, it's snow. It's cold. All right, we're going to press those eyes in just a little bit more. And I like that he's looking upwards at us because, you know, on such a flat plane, it just gives more dimension in my opinion. Okay, that's all we're going to do on that. So let's go ahead and do his scarf. So I don't know what color I want to do his scarf. Let me go look at my stash and see. Okay, I think we're going to do just a red and green scarf for Christmas. We'll make one that's just overtly Christmas colors. How about we do white, red, and green? I think I'd like that instead of just red and green. So we'll do a 3. And we're going to do the same for his hat. So we're going to grab some white and some green. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll out my white because this does leave a little bit of residue. So, their colors do kind of bleed a little bit onto your surface. So, you want to be careful not cross-contaminate your white. I'm going to roll them out. Are y'all ready for Christmas? I'm ready for Christmas crafting. I'm not ready for Christmas. Not quite yet. Summer's just starting here in East Texas, so. A little snowflake. That would be cute. I might do that later on. I'm going to press this in around his neck. But I love how that gives a lot of good support there. I think I'm going to trim it off right like that. Because we've got an arm to put, 2 arms to put in there. Yeah. All right, now let's do his little hat. That'll be so cute. Now she just did like a little, she wrapped it around his head like a little swirl. And I guess I could do that. I guess we'll do the little swirl too. And I'm going to start back here. I'm going to have to hold him up, because I want that hat on an angle. We'll do 4 turns and then cut it off. It definitely looks like a wool hat. We'll do 4 turns and like that. He's got a kind of a big hat on. I'm going to press it down really good on his head. Kind of blend those curls, swirls, whatever you call them. And that's that. She painted his arms, but I think I'm going to do mine in, so I think I'm going to mix it with a little bit of light brown. That way it doesn't, it's not overly contrast. gently just put a little streak in there and cover that up. And just kind of blend that back so you don't see that there's paint there. All right. So that's in essence what all that you do. And then you can add snowballs. You can add anything you want to this. You could add jingle bells, snowballs. You could add candy, would be cute, like these little candies would be cute. He could be holding a marshmallow, you know, not that big. But she did snowballs, so we're going to do snowballs because I think that's really cute. This idea is just so cute. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and let it all cure out before I put my glitter paint on. I'm probably going to use this one. I like that little bit of iridescence. Or I have this glitter. I love this one. It's the diamond. This is my favorite and it has a little, you can see the sheen on it. It's a little bit purple with blues. It's more icy. Let's see what it does. Because this is dry pretty much. But I'm going to just come in with maybe like edge it out a little bit. And it'll dry down. It won't be white. It will look like ice. So we'll just edge him out and give it little highlights of. And I love to do this on my carrot noses, is to really give him some like little icicles on his nose. And you could even edge out where the cookie meets right here. Just put a little snow. I mean, he's melting on a cookie. So you're going to have a tiny bit of that melt come over. I think it's cute. We'll see. I may not like it. I may not do this on the next one. I don't know. And then I definitely want to come here and give him some melties on his little hat, some little highlights. And then I think when I Mod Podge him, I'll let all this dry. I'll take my real fine glitter and just Mod Podge him in places to give him an icy look that will be different from this. So I might use two different types of glitter. I'm using the tulip paint for my built-up highlight. You can use it a little bit on, I don't think it's going to bother these too much. Okay, and he's done for now. I'm gonna let him dry, and then I'll come back with a little shimmer glitter, and I may show a video of me doing that, but for now, that's what we got, and I think he's so cute. Y'all go make you some today. Have a great day. And y'all, please subscribe and like. Share me out. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.